Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in. This is Tamika's Den. I'm Tamika. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the den. So, guys, this is my review recap for All the Queen's Men, Season 3, Episode 8, mid-season finale. Never bluff, honey. Never damn bluff, okay? Come with it or don't come at all. Baby Madam was out in these streets, honey. We had some car chases. We had some daggone cop cars crashing, explosions. We trying to get to daddy. We trying to make sure that he okay. But we showing weakness, madam, and we can't have that, okay? When she gets to that daggone nursing home, daddy said, I told you you're not supposed to care about nobody, and that is including me, all right? Now, child, Detective Davis was out here still trying to make her plea bargains with Madam. Madams don't trust her, neither do we. But she got some money from Madam, and she got some PhD from Doc, all right? Hitting it up in these streets. Keep telling Madam that she got some things she want to tell her, but Madam ain't trying to hear it right now. Dom still didn't want to be bothered with Amp or Big D. And speaking of Big D, that fake freaking little informant, okay? And Casanova in his story, he over here pretending to be a damn homeless man, looking all raggedy, rolling his shopping cart. Speaking of shopping carts, honey, we had shopping carts flying in the sky too on homeless people almost about to get hit. But you know, he does, you know, Casanova let Detective Davis knows that he's still alive, and he's saying that he want to make this big buzz so that he can, you know, go ahead and blow up. Now, moving on over to Rashan. Rashan's revenge, honey. We on and popping. We trying to go get this money. You know, Trouble and Champa keeps, you know, telling him that they got his back. We gonna go on over to Tandy Place and we gonna get these dollar bills, y'all. And Rashan just snapped. I said, what the hell is going on, y'all? What is this? I was so scared for Rashan. Rashan said, you messing with the wrong one. He was like, bam, 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 bam. I said, oh shit, Rashan. And then finally, y'all, we had Fernando get his ass up out of here. We had him up out of here. Y'all know I was here for that because I've been counting down the episode after episode after episode after episode after episode. Get Fernando fake behind up out of here. We don't want to see him, okay? And didn't I call it? Didn't I say that Joey wasn't shit, okay? Tommy didn't trust him. Blue didn't trust him. I didn't trust him. You didn't trust him. We didn't trust him. Hopefully he is up out of here too, but I got a feeling he got away, but not for long, honey, Joey. We on your ass, okay? Pause. We got our eyes on you, honey, when we get back, you know, with the follow up to this season, y'all. I hope it's not going to be too long, but we're going to go ahead and break this episode down, take it from the top, get on into it. You know how we do. So, honey, we started with the action right from the jump, right? Madam is going crazy. She jumping in her car. She don't give a damn that the cops is following her. We got freaking people about to be run over. We got cop cars flipping, crashing, all of this, right? So we get to the nursing home, you know, Blue staring down Joey the whole time, honey. She just keep giving him the side eye. I thought you said you had security. You know, what happened? What's going on? Oh, she had got a call from her father. He calls his security and asking them if they got an eye on daddy or not. We get to the nursing home, and just like we thought, Daddy was there chilling and sleeping like, why are y'all bothering me, okay? Y'all messing up my damn Z's. And Madam at this point wanted to bring him back to her house, but he was like, nah, you know the damn feds is watching me, okay? The block is hot. And I cannot be moved. He was like, why are you even coming here? Okay, so what if they did have me? Like, I told you, you cannot care for anybody, including me. What part you didn't understand? You showing freaking weakness. That ain't how I raised you. That's not what we do. You know, yeah, you love me. I love you. That said, and skip to my loop. Okay, he pulled back them damn pillows and showed all them hammers. He had hammers everywhere. So what's the problem, madam? Get your ass up out of here. So now when she come out, she had told Tommy to go ahead and move her car, whatever the case may be, y'all. And, you know, because she lost the cops. And I guess in the midst of that, he gets stopped by the cops. And we was not too sure whether they put hands on Tommy or not. Okay, Madam came out and had her phone up like, no, I'm recording this. Okay, Tommy, did he hit you? Are you okay? Tommy keeps telling them he okay. So Detective Davis, okay, because in the meantime, she trying to go into her house and this homeless person supposedly keeps bumping into her. And she keeps saying, like, step back or you're going to end up getting arrested. And they still keep bumping her. And I figured it had to be Casanova Ragney behind. Sure enough, it is. So she get him in the car and she like, wait a minute, looking. And she like, what the hell you doing here? So she's like, why haven't I heard from you? I've been trying to get in touch with you. He was like, I don't have my phone. I couldn't call you. It wasn't safe. They basically think they took me out. He gives her the whole rundown of what happened. And the fact that, he got away and he has this informant, okay, that is working with him, but he refuses to give her the name. And so when he's telling her the story, she like, that don't even make sense. Madam would not fall for that. And he's like, you're 100% right? But he locked up that night because Madam was not there. Of course, he tells her about Big D shooting him with these blanks or whatever the case may be. And that Big D worked with some other cops in Texas and he thought he would be the perfect person for this. He agreed to it. He said he wanted to work in Eden. And of course, Blue just so happened to hire him. And that was the only thing that he would let her know about, right? And he says that Tommy fell for it, child. That's going to come back to bite both their behinds too. But nonetheless, I digress, moving right along. And so she was like, nah, that don't even sound right or whatever. And she was like, what you mean you not going to give me the informant name? Because he wants this to help him. You know how big this would be, right? And because of what they did to him, he want to come after her even harder. It got to be him. So he's not going to tell her the rest of the info. And he basically asked her if she had a phone, told her to keep her phone on her, whatever, and that he was going to be in touch. And he get out the car. So as he was getting out, she basically had got the call about Tommy, and she shows up where Madam and them is at, and she tells the officers she got it from here. Officers still kind of giving the side eye saying, are you sure? And she's like, what did I say? So she tells Madam and them she's going to take care of it. They'll see. And when Madam gets back to the daggone, her office, Tommy and her is already standing in there. So I said, okay, Detective Davis. So she's telling them, well, little young rookie cop did not read Tommy his rights or whatever, right? And she was like, that's basically the excuse she's going to use. They will believe her. That will be the truth once she gets back to the precinct. So Madam like, okay, cool. Of course, she's still hitting Madam with this. I want to work with y'all. I got good information, good intel to give you, but I do not want to give this information for free. Okay, I want some coins if I'm going to be giving it up. If I'm going to be risking it all, I need to see some dollar bills, y'all. Okay. So Madam is basically like, okay, we're going to see how real you are. And she takes out a big wad of money from the drawer and gives it to her, right? And she basically was like, she don't want the info right now. So in the meantime, child, Amp and them just finished doing their show. They saying how good they did, but we complaining because we like Big D still missed some steps. And Frago is basically like, well, it was only his first time. And they was like, why are you capping so hard for him? Of course, Amp's still coming in here. I'm tired of the argument, y'all. I really am. I'm tired of the back and forth between him and Big D. But I was kind of surprised. And at the same time, not surprised that now Big D is not so much trying to argue back with him or be like, oh, she want me type of thing. He's actually telling Amp she really loves you. She wants you. The only reason why she even looking my way is because of, how she feels about you, right? And Amp is still pretty much telling him, I had her this way, I had her that way. Oh, you must have been swimming in it because I done stretched it out and blah, blah, blah. I said, Lord of mercy, really? So nonetheless, they like, can we just quit this conversation about, Dom? Now, back in the amateur dressing room, Trouble and them are basically still trying to get freaking Rashan to be down with this plan to get this money. And they was kind of annoying me. They was going a little too hard. I'm sorry. Y'all making it more about y'all and y'all just being able to reap the benefits, okay, and score some dollars off of Rashan and everything that he went through. And it really was annoying me over the top, especially Trouble, who just annoys me in general anyway. And so in the midst of them trying to have this conversation, because Tandy was calling him and he was just hanging up on damn Tandy. He didn't feel like being bothered with it. And then they was like, like, no, call her back. So he calls back and she's laughing. Oh, you called back, huh? You thinking about it. You need that money, huh? So he was trying to have her meet him like in a public spot. First, he was telling her to come near. She's, of course, trying to tell him to come to the house. And then he's like, oh, hell no, I definitely don't want to come to the house. And Champ and, Old Trouble was telling him, call her back, yo, just go. And so when she was still talking, that part was funny. He hung up on her. He was trying to ask her, was her husband going to be there too? Do you have the money there and all of that? And Dom was like, what is y'all doing? She ended up coming back there like, it's time for y'all to get on the damn stage. Mind you, they gave they gave freaking Rashan a daggone piece of paper to write down or draw, I should say, the house, the layout, where the doors are, where the windows are and stuff like that. And he over here talking about, well, I ain't got no scissors and I ain't got no crayons and glue and this and that. And, they was like, what are you talking about? You don't need that. Like, is he serious right now when he tells them they're bad teachers? So Dom come in there and she breaking, like, get y'all behinds out on the damn stage, all right? Y'all supposed to be on the stage right now. I've been calling for y'all. And then, Rashan was still trying to ask her, do she have crayons and stuff? And then he's like, never mind. And they just walk off to go on the stage. And she like, yo, what the hell is this? Just looking at them or whatever, right? And so we basically, have them leave to go. And at the same time, Babyface was just being his same freaking annoying self, yo. He annoys the hell out of me. He was throwing shots extra at Big D too. And Midnight was just kind of like, yo, why the hell you being such a damn hater? Like, I don't know. He just ticks me the hell off, right? And so at this point, when we get back to Madam and, old Detective Davis in her office, Doc comes in and he's like, you want to see me? And she's like, no, actually she doing. Detective Davis over here. No, I don't want to see him. I didn't call for him. I didn't come for all of that. Oh, you really trying to incriminate me? And Madam is like, no, I'm just trying to let you go ahead and enjoy yourself and make the best of your night. Okay, have some fun. You said you down. Show me that you down. And so, of course, she's basically asking where she's supposed to put all this money at that Madam gave her. And Madam is like, put it in that big old damn jacket, child. You could put a whole lot of stuff in there, right? But Doc ends up taking the big, wad of money and putting it down in his pants. Okay, he said it could fit here. And we say, we gonna go ahead up to the VIP room, all right? So when she leaves to take her to the VIP room, Doc takes her to the VIP room. Blue and Tommy come in and they like, yo, you really trust her? And they was like, of course I don't trust her. What the hell you think this is? But she keeps saying that she has some information. So we gonna see exactly what this information is and what she could do. But we gonna have some stuff on her too. So then we basically talking about, Joey, basically, Tommy brings him up and he's like, yo, I still don't trust him either, whatever, right? Like, are you really trusting him? And Madam says, no, I don't. But he claims he knows where Cartier is at, that he's been keeping an eye on him in Mexico. So we gonna see, what happens with that. And, she was like, I just know I need to get to his brother. So Blue was like, please let me get him. Blue been waiting to get him for I don't know how long already. And she was basically like, look, he tried to come at my father. So, now Madam wants him for herself or whatever. Whatever Blue want has gone out the window. And she's like, well, he said he was going to be, he called me from his house, from my house, I should say, and said he was going to be there. So she was like, oh, really? She said, well, then we need to go ahead and head over to your house. And then Tommy asked them where they going and, that they leaving or whatever. And he was like, y'all just gonna leave me like that? Nah, I'm coming with y'all too. And they was like, what you gonna say to Joey? And she said, she just was gonna let him know. And that's that. So in the meantime, Midnight and Babyface see that Doc is taking Detective Davis to the back and they like, what's that all about? They was like, all of a sudden she down now too, or do you think that he flipped? And he was like, well, you said you seen her coming out of Madam's office, right? He said, well, if you seen her coming out of Madam's office, then that means that they got it. And Babyface is basically like, you sure? And he's like, yeah, that's a wrap with that, right? That's not for us to worry about. So when we get back here in this room, again, we have, Detective Davis looking around, trying to play it off, talking about, oh, this is where you be coming and this is what you be doing. So you be bringing different women in here and sleeping with them. And of course, Doc is like, that would be illegal, all right? He was like, but they pay me to do different stuff and sometimes they do what they want to do. And she's like, I hear that. So he like, all right, let's get to it. You want this D, that's what you came for. And she was like, damn, here you go again, being so arrogant and being so vulgar. Like, do you really have to talk like that? And he was like, you like when I talk like that, girl. And she's like, no, I don't. And he was like, really? Well, you sure the hell was liking it that other night. You wasn't complaining about one damn thing. And so she still was saying, I do want to talk with you for a minute and I want to let your boss know, that I got this info for her. So he like, well, tell me the info. She was like, no, if I just tell it to you like that, then it ain't going to be useful to me. And he was like, I hear you, I get it. But with madam, you got to give and give and give until she, gives you back, right? Basically, you don't have no choice. That's the way that she works. And she was like, well, why is that? And he was like, I don't know. That's how y'all women are, right? And then she starts laughing like, oh, y'all joking. So, of course, nonetheless, we gonna play hard to get. We gonna act like we don't want it. But we gonna get the PhD popping, okay, in the VIP room. So, basically, they start getting it on. Now, when we go from there, we seeing everybody basically, now it's time to clock out. They all bringing their dollar bills. Okay, dollar bills, y'all. We all got big stacks. Champ is actually, doing real good, it looks like. And of course, Rashan's is the smallest. And Dom was kind of looking at them funny when they left. I don't know if she peeped anything. But of course, now they're heading out and claiming that they got this plan from Tandy. Now, mind you, when they get outside of the spot, freaking Trouble ends up giving Rashan a hammer. He's like, you got a hammer? And, Champ's talking about some, yeah, he got some too. And he say they gonna ride with him, that he got this plan and all of that, right? So now, of course, one by one, Blue is coming, Midnight is coming, Imp is coming. We all giving our money. And, Dom is still accusing him of these tires. I just cannot wait for that to come out. And when Big Z is asking her, can he just go ahead and please say something to her? She's basically like, no, thank you. Still don't want to be bothered with him. Midnight is asking if she want him to walk her to her car. And she's like, nah, she good. And Doc ends up coming over to Madam and Tommy and Blue at the table and talking to them and saying how Detective Davis was down with it. Okay, she took that PhD again. And he was still bringing up, like she keeps saying, she got this important info to tell you. And she like, all right, we going to see how that goes. I was a little confused because I could have sworn they were supposed to be leaving out to go to Blue House then. But as they're sitting there at the table after Madam told him, like, okay, go ahead, cash out. And he went and dropped his money off. Blue gets a call again that is basically telling her, oh, I'm at your house. I'm waiting for you. I thought you was going to get here already. What's taking you so long? And saying how he about to do to Blue. And she's like, well, why would you want to do that? And he was like, so you could see what she was getting. And she said, I already heard about your little small, tiny little pinky finger dingaling. Okay. And Madam was looking like, and then she's like, but yeah, okay, just be there and make sure that you're there by yourself. I'm going to come. And so she tells Madam that she's there. Madam basically tells, Tommy to go with her or whatever, right? And Tommy's like, but what about you? Where you gonna be? And she says she gonna have Joey take her back to the house. So I was a little thrown off with that, but later we see it all, come together. So they got ahead to leave to go to Blue's place. She telling them to be careful because they know it's gonna be a setup. And they like, okay. Now in the meantime, Trouble and them is outside of Tandy and them house, and they just still telling Rashan, go in. Like, just take care what you gotta take care. Text us when you get inside. We gonna be out here. We ain't going nowhere. We told you that we got your back. So Rashan goes inside the house, and of course he's just like, I want my money. Is that the money? Put the money in the bag. I'll sign whatever you want me to sign and all that. Of course, her raggedy ass husband is sitting there too, and he's basically saying, oh, we miss you, we ain't see you in a long time, trying to have small talk. And then he is basically like, well, how do we know you ain't gonna say nothing? And Rashan is like, because I told you I wasn't gonna say nothing. So all of a sudden we see these two big muscle bound, okay, guys with their little leopard damn outfits on or whatever, on that dominatrix type of stuff. Like if they was gonna come and grab them Rashan up from behind, child, I was in here screaming. But Rashan turns around and he got the damn gun out, and at the same time, Trouble and Champ come running in with they damn mask and hammers out too. And they start popping Sandy in the damn head. Well, Trouble popped Sandy in the head like 2 different times. Like, bitch, lay your ass down, okay? Put that money in that damn bag. Get to stepping, get to, nobody better not move and all of this. But then they get greedy, okay, and stupid in my opinion, where they over here trying to see if they could get a bigger score. Oh, they got a safe. I know they got more money in here. Get that too, instead of just taking the original amount that they were supposed to take from off the damn table. And they go to the back to try to go ahead and take Sandy back there and leave Rashan out there by himself with the damn husband. And them damn bodybuilder guys, they had already ran off once that gun came into the play. They said, oh, hell to the no. Okay, we didn't sign up for this. So they had went running. And I'm just saying, like, no, y'all should be getting y'all asses out of here as fast as y'all can. Meanwhile, Sandy's husband is saying, like, I know who y'all are. Y'all gonna get arrested and all of that. And so when him and Rashan is left there by themselves, Rashan trying to hold the hammer up to him or whatever. And here he goes, shh, you not gonna do nothing to me. You ain't gonna shoot me. Put this down. And Rashan ends up letting him get the piece from him. So I'm saying here, like, no, Rashan. Baby, when I tell y'all, I did not see that coming, honey. Rashan lost it. He picked up that pole, baby. Pow, 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 pow. I said, damn, Rashan, oh my God, stop. Blood was spraying everywhere. I said, oh shit, okay. I'm like, I don't think he could get up no more, boo. I don't think he could get up no more, honey. I don't think so. I think he's done for, okay? Rashan beat the brakes off of him. Okay, honey, Lord of mercy. So getting on over to Blue Place, we get there. Of course, funky little Fernando. I thought I told you to come by yourself. I knew you wasn't going to come by yourself. I told you I was just waiting here for you. So Blue is telling him to get the hell out of her house. And he's like, I don't think so. Of course, he sees that Tommy is there too. And he's like, you brought this damn ninja with you or whatever, right? And Blue is still just saying, get out of my house. And he's like, well, I already know that y'all can't do nothing to me. We have a date and I'm pretty sure that Madam asked to see me first and for you to bring me to her, whatever. And he was like, one thing you ain't gonna do is hurt this pretty little face. And Blue was like, bow, bow, bow. I sure will hurt your damn face, okay? And went and knocked him right in it. And so the next thing you know, Madam and Joey is coming through the other door. And they like, wait a minute, I thought you said you was going home. And she said, and miss all the fun. She said, y'all knew damn well I wasn't about to take my behind straight home when this ninja done came and threatened my damn father. But he was like, wait, hold up. Okay, it's more to it, honey. Don't move so fast. If my hand moves off this button, y'all in some trouble. And we turn on the damn TV and see that old Papa Cadillac, head is going through this daggone thing, child, the same way. The same way she did Kajie's wife, right? And so he like, if I push this button, that's it or whatever. And Madam was like, oh, that's what we doing, right? Because, she was like, oh, you thought, you scared me and you sent me running and all of that. And he was like, yeah, you sure was running over there all worried or whatever, right? And he was telling her she gonna get on this plane and go with him to Mexico, right? So he was like, any other plans they got is basically at a standstill. Nobody better not shoot him. Nobody better not do nothing. So she was like, let my father go. And he was like, nah, I have instructions to bring you to the airport. So she was like, oh, oh, really? That's what you think? That's what you think about to happen? She was like, oh, you don't know me very well. And I can't blame you for that. You've never been, introduced to me. You don't know about me, right? Because he was saying it's time to meet, his sister-in-law's father, whatever, and pay for what she did. And then Tommy was moving and he was like, where you to go? And he said, I will drop this. So she looked at Tommy and Tommy moved back to where he was. So here he go. Joey get that weapon from him and Joey puts the gun on Tommy and takes the gun from him. I said, bitch, I knew it. I knew it. Oh God, I can't wait for his raggedy behind to get what's coming to him. So nonetheless, getting back to Mr. Fernando, we sitting here and we like, oh, what's this gonna be? And we talking all this crap. And Madam was like, you know what? You know what my father would say right now? He would basically look me in my damn eyes and he would be like, baby girl, it is what it is. F these MFers, okay? We ain't got time for this. You don't give a damn about nobody, and that includes me. So she was like, he would be really pissed that I'm even here right now. When she went in her pocketbook and pulled her cigarette out, she said, it ain't nothing but a cigarette. Okay, don't worry. Don't get all jumpy on me or nothing. Okay. And she went ahead and lit it up and was like, you know, one day I came home from school and I was crying. Okay, this girl had took my lunch money and I'm running home, you know, feeling all bad. Okay, crying my little tears. And my father basically went over there and held her parents at gunpoint and made me take a damn bat, okay, and beat the brakes off homegirl. So she was like, ever since that damn day, he taught me never to let nobody take advantage of me ever again, point blank, period. And she was like, now, what I'm not going to do is basically go where you think I'm going to go. You think you going to tell me what I'm going to do? You ain't going to tell me a damn thing. She was like, the most dangerous thing about me is that I'm no in between with me, right? It's either one or it's the other. Either I'm an angel or I'm the damn devil. Now, which one you think you got here today? Okay, let's pop off. I have no fear. I said, I know that's right, madam. Break it on down for him. Okay, honey? And so she was like, you know, I'm the one that's determined who lives and who dies and all of that, right? And so the next thing you know, baby, he was sitting there running his old big mouth, talking all this crap and putting up his hand. I got my finger on the trigger. She said, put your damn hand down. And basically slapped fire out of him and put a damn grenade in his mouth. I said, bitch. She said, now if you move and you say another damn word, you know, this damn thing gonna go off and you gonna be shit out of luck. She was like, now give me the release button. So she told Tommy to get his hand. She chopped dude hand straight the hell off, talking about hold it straight. Pow! Okay, off with your hand. So he goes rolling and falling on the damn floor, y'all, and he's screaming or whatever, and the grenade falls out, and Madam and them running one direction, and Joey ass go running in the other direction. So bye Fernando. Okay, Fernando is officially gone. Good riddance. See you later, sayonara. I'm so freaking happy about that. However, karma, I feel like Joey more than likely made it out, so we gonna have to find his behind. And I'm a little disappointed, y'all, because I thought at least by episode 8 we was gonna get to see Kajiage, but we didn't. Okay, but we got Fernando ass up out of here. What do y'all think gonna go down? How did y'all like this season finale? What do you rate it? You know, put it all in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts was on this episode, on this season that we got, you know. What you would like to see when we get the next part. I don't know how long we have to wait before we get it, honey. I hope it is not too long. But anything I left out, you know, put that in the comments. Tell me what y'all thought about this, honey. What you liked, what you didn't like, all that good stuff. Give me a wave. Let me know you came by. Put some flames up in the sky, y'all. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you were so inclined. Whew, honey, this was a lot, y'all. Till next time.